Hey everyone, it's Pastor Dave from St. John in Woodbury, Minnesota. Thanks for checking out today's 5 Minutes of Hope, the final 5 Minutes of Hope for the year 2020. So I won't be doing one on Thursday with it being New Year's Eve. So that means the next time I put out one of these video devotions, it'll be the year 2021, which is kind of crazy to think about. So I do pray that you had and are having a blessed holiday season. I hope that you had a joyous and relaxing and enjoyable Christmas. That most likely, even though you weren't able to celebrate Christmas as you would have liked to celebrate, I do pray that it was a peaceful time, a joyous time for you. And even looking ahead to the new year, again, most likely we won't celebrate New Year's Eve and New Year's Day as maybe we are used to doing. But I do pray it's a time of excitement. As we move ahead, it seems like things are moving in the right direction. So, God willing, knock on wood, in the coming months we can resume some aspects of normalcy that maybe we've lost over the past years. So, above all, my biggest prayer for all of us is that you are filled with peace, with joy, and with hope, because you know exactly what Jesus has done for you. So, as always, I have a couple things for us. I have our joke for the day about a New Year's resolution, and then some devotional thoughts on Psalm 90 and the passing of time and life in this world, again, connected with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So first, our joke today is about a guy who made a New Year's resolution that he wanted to spend less time on Facebook and less time on the internet. He wanted to interact with people more in the real world and make connections with them there. But he wanted to use the same principles that he used on Facebook. So, for a couple weeks, he was walking around and he was telling everyone what he had for breakfast and lunch and dinner. And he was showing them pictures of his cat and his dog and where he went on vacation. He would listen in to other people's conversations and provide his own comments on them. And then he would randomly go up to people and he would either say that he liked them or he loved them or he disliked them or he laughed at them. And what's interesting is with this New Year's resolution, he was actually able to get a little bit of a following. In fact, after a couple weeks, he had 3 followers. 2 cops and a psychiatrist. There you go. New Year's joke of the day. So feel free to use it if you like. So hopefully you enjoyed that one or groaned or whatever. So like I said, our devotional thoughts for today are connected to Psalm 90. Now in the church, we have this thing called the lectionary. Not every church uses it, but it's an assigned reading. The readings, Old Testament, New Testament, Gospel, Psalm, for each week of the year, as well as special events. And so typically for New Year's, the assigned reading, the assigned psalm is from Psalm 90. And the reason for it is, again, this psalm focuses on time, on our life on this earth, how time quickly passes us by. And so I want to read for us a portion of this psalm. Again, this is Psalm 90, verses 10 and following. It says, "The years of our life are 70, or even by reason of strength 80. Yet their span is but toil and trouble. They are soon gone, and we fly away. Who considers the power of your anger and your wrath according to the fear of you? So teach us to number our days, that we may get a heart of wisdom." What's interesting about this psalm is, I'll be honest with you, it's not a very uplifting psalm. It's not one you read through to feel better about your life. Again, it kind of talks about how time just passes us by. Time is hard. Our life is hard. Life is painful. So that's kind of it. So again, it's not the most enjoyable psalm to read, but it's a very valuable one because it reminds us, again, just how hard this world is. Years like the year 2020, it makes it evident how broken and fallen this world is, how much it needs to be fixed, and how it can only be fixed through Christ. But the psalm also reminds us that even though we live in hardship, even though time just kind of passes us by, that days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months and months turn into years and years into decades and decades into a lifetime, that all of a sudden we look at our life and we're like, how did I get so old? That we're called to number the days. And the reason for it is that we can gain through that a heart of wisdom. Again, 2020 may have reminded us that our home is not in this world. Our home is elsewhere. It's with Christ. But as long as we have life, as long as we're blessed to live in this world, we're called to live with thankful hearts, thankful for the life that God has given to us, thankful for the salvation we have in Christ Jesus. So that's my prayer for you. As you say goodbye to 2020, as you maybe say good riddance to 2020 and welcome in 2021, I pray that you would number your days. Thank God for every day that you have, that you would ask God for wisdom, the wisdom that you need to live in this world, that you may enjoy life no matter what may happen with our days, our weeks, our months, our years. So God bless you. Have a great week and have a happy and wonderful 2021.